Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Divine Love Talk, where we talk about all things life, love, and spirit. We're not even numbering the episodes anymore, but I trust you've been following along. Today is Wednesday, October 15th. It is a 6 day. 6 is the number of balance. 6 is what happens after change, getting used to what you've been calling in. We were supposed to go live on Patreon to do the readings for the collective, the one-on-one readings, the one-on-one messages, right? Because we're going to get away from calling them readings because they're not really readings. I know a lot of people want to know if Bobby's cheating, and then we say, yes, Bobby's cheating, and then you go about your day and do whatever you feel about Bobby's cheating. But at this stage of the game, you deserve to give yourself more. It's not about worrying about who's doing what and why they're doing it, but getting past the situation and getting in alignment with what you're trying to attract, so you don't attract situations like Bobby anymore. You only attract situations that fulfill you to the highest degree, to the max. 2026 is about aligning with people, places, and things that are so good for you, that pour into you, mind, body, and soul. We're not doing the simple questions. We're not doing the basic issues. A lot of you are so far past that. You've grown by leaps and bounds in your spiritual journey. So the rest of the folks just have to catch up. If you need clarity about your personal situation, that information is in the you know where. I think I have all the cards that they want to use today. There is a love message coming out, but let's see that's what I'm missing, the vibe cards. We don't have that right now. You know what? We'll use the Rider-Waite in lieu of what's the vibe, right? So let's just see what Holy Spirit has for the collective on this Wednesday. If this is your first time here, hello, hello, hello. My name is Etta, Mystic Healer, Intuitive, and Spiritual Life Coach. What up? Especially you fine folks on Facebook. Now, I don't understand what you guys have going on over there, but thank you. Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the collective on this Wednesday, this hump day? What does the collective, we're just going to take these. Feel free to share any thoughts, feelings, comments you're having as we pull the reading. Because this is going to be a really, really short reading. Like, we're clicking off as soon as the reading comes up. And damn. Spirit is just having its way with me today. I have to reach out to one of my clients. If you're on here and you know you have the 5:30, talk to me, because the way my phone is going off, we may have to reschedule that. Holy Spirit, what other message do you have for? Oh, now that's going to be special because all the cards are upright, but it seems like the one that was in reverse, that's a true reversal, so we'll leave it as such. What else does the collective? Okay. Real quick. The vibe for today, talking about journeys and delays. That's why it's coming out. Crossing, and it's that 10, right? The beginning of a new cycle. Ending one cycle so you can begin another. Whatever delays, oh yeah, take it with a grain of salt. We are, give or take a day or two, in the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. So, beloved, nothing is what it seems. Double check every single thing that comes across your desk, that comes within your awareness. That 8 of Wands, that change, that victory, that winning season is still in the forecast. It feels like a lot of you are still heading in the right direction. On a side note, engage in some music therapy. Start your day off with song and dance. Move your body, especially that first and second chakra, right? That's a beautiful way to start your day on a high note and end your day on a high note. Get into the energy of knowing that your better days, your best days are ahead of you. They wanted to point to this one. So we're going to go this way today. Usually we start here for all of the newbies. And if this is your first time here, let us know where you're from. Now this is tea. This, I'm proud of you. There's at least one person on the live who was on the live yesterday, who not only heard the messages that came out, but sat with it, internalized it, and made it their own. They're doing the work and seeing things from a different perspective. Now that Spirit has got your attention, now that your angels, your guides, your ancestors have gotten your attention, they're going to lead you. They're going to ease you down the road. Why am I hearing ease on down the road? Is that from Oz with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson? Like, it's like deep, deep, deep in my mind, like something that I saw as a kid. Yeah, because I can see the scarecrow, right? Talking about easing on down the road. Oh, and this plays into the message about the divine masculine who's coming up in the collective readings that is about to take a leap of faith. The scarecrow had no heart, right? This season is where a lot of you scarecrows appropriately are going to find your heart, or find that your heart grows to the size that it's supposed to be. Just by saying, I think it's time for me to work on myself, to work on this and work on that, you set the wheels in motion, and the whole universe conspires to bring you that happily ever after, to help you ascend. And there goes that 6, right? Into your empress or your emperor energy, your grown lady, not just mature, because, we do have our mature Soul Tribe members on the live. Hi, right? But having that level of elevation, of being an elder, in the sense that you've done all the work, you've done all the things, now you get to reap the benefits of every hard thing that you've been putting in. Just be flexible to how they show up. Going back to song and dance, okay, so the Oz, the Wiz, it's not called the Oz, it's called the Wiz. And that whole ease on down the road, and that whole thing being a musical. When you allow your life to become a musical, because this looks like piano keys to me, and you have this joyous approach and just roll with the punches and just make lemonade or martinis or, whatever, with the lemons that life throws you. You just make the best out of every situation, take everything on the chin, and just keep going and going and going, and have a light, open, jovial heart, my dear. That's how you manifest instantly. That's how things come serendipitously. The miracles happen, but it's no miracle. You called it in. You made it happen by shifting your perspective and being open to how changes come in. And now they're shifting me this way. We were supposed to go that way, but we're going this way. So I guess we're going counterclockwise today, as in reversing everything that's been holding you back, reversing those delays. Keep going. Keep easing on down the road, right? You don't need to be concerned about anything you're hearing in the news, and we've talked about that, or seeing, right? Look at everything, double check everything, fact check everything. Everything in the background, the divine with his 52, is being worked on and healed, right? Your job now is to stand in faith as you transition from one cycle to another cycle, from a dark period of your life to a celebratory period of your life. I keep hearing a lot of singing, a lot of joy, a lot of high energy. Those of you who are in like those which are the churches where they do a lot of singing and dancing, right? If you're in one of those churches, it's now a good time to revisit your faith. Find a good spot where, you could be with like-minded individuals that enjoy being in that type of energy and just being that energy, right? 144. I'm going to screw this up because I can see her name. But Blue Rose Temple. Got it. Thank you, babe. 144 Blue Rose Temple. She talks about taking dance breaks throughout the day. Make sure you take dance breaks throughout the day. And also make sure you're following 144 Blue Rose Temple. She's really, really, really dope, right? As I turn over to soulmates, Gemini energy, 41, which is 5, the energy of change. You know these changes are coming in. They've been forecasted to come in. I reposted a video yesterday about the eclipses and, reaping the harvest and how other faiths and views of mysticism view this time period. Either way you spin it, whatever walk of life you come from, if you've done the work, prepare to reap the harvest, right? If you've done nothing, you get nothing. If you've been giving it your all, guess what, baby? Get prepared, be prepared for the universe, the Most High, to give you their all, for things to come into balance. Now, we did say we were going to pull a love message. We're going to pull that really, really quick because we know that lovers are coming together. A lot of part of the delays that twin flames, if you will, soulmates, divine partners, kingdom spouses we're facing. It's because both of y'all had work to do and y'all wasn't going to be allowed to be together if y'all didn't do the work separately. Because if y'all came together with all that baggage, it would have just made more of a mess. What is the love message, Holy Spirit, that you wanted to share with the collective? Because we got to hit the road. So we'll take this one and the one that my fingernail is on, which is this one. And one from here. What else does the collective need to know? If you'd like a personal message about your personal situation, that info's in the bio. What else does the collective need to know? For love. Ooh. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing. Sing. Ease on down the road, right? Life being a musical. Make your own musical and then tell me all about it. You guys, the collective have homework. If your life was a musical, what would the title be and why? Message me. Don't put it in the comments because I won't have time to read the comments today. I'll peruse through them really, really quick because I literally have to hit the door. If your life was a musical, what would the title be and why? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I feel like there's going to be a lot of making up this weekend, and some of you might be a little leery about it. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. Just as I say, follow your heart, follow your intuition. It's okay to be vulnerable, right? It's okay to respond from your softness. Respond, baby, not react from your softness as these things are coming out, as you're getting those hey big head text messages and things of that nature. Just hear them out, right? This is an opportunity to cut them off forever, or maybe, put them on the list of options. The choice is yours. Whatever you do, approach today and the rest of 2026 with an open heart as you live your own musical. Hey, Daisy. Hi, Kim. Georgia girl. Did you get, well, I'm going to text you in a little bit. In a little bit. Hi, Krista. Loca. Erica the doula. Do I stay or do I go? This moment, because the healing work that needed to be done, right? there's so much that you need to do on your journey outside of the union, outside of anybody, right? Sometimes when we see the soulmate card is coming into balance within ourselves, balancing our sacred feminine and masculine. Hey, Monica. Mars. All right, so thank you, Georgia girl. I could text you. Isolde. All right. We have an emergency situation with one of my other clients. Gotta hit the road. But trust and believe. I seen your comments. I waved to as many people as I could. I definitely want to hear about your musical. Everybody has that. Well, everyone who wants to participate, right? Nobody's going to, make you, right? But I would love, love, love to hear about if your life was a musical. What would the name of the musical be? It could be a popular musical, right? Some of you might say Phantom of the Opera, and that's cool, but definitely tell me the name and why. I'll be looking out for your DMs and having those conversations with you. And I think by the energy of this reading, that's going to be one of the predominant topics that we talk about for a little while. We're gonna stay in this space because we definitely want to stay in this space, that 8 of Wands energy, that blissful energy, that living life, having it all energy. Yes, my dearest Marcy, I'll be uploading it. If not tonight, first thing tomorrow. They're like, you got to go now. I love you guys dearly. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. And as always, stay blessed.